We're haircuts in space, everyone. Oh, he's using actual shears. That's pretty cool. Oh, this must be Mr. Mott. The famous Mr. Mott.
Is he two different aliens that someone taped together?
No, he's a Bolian.
Does he do Bolian cuts?
I don't think Picard likes having his hair cut. Well, that's we got to do one little laser right there.
I cut that exact one hair.
Oh, thank God.
Please tell me the ship's on fire. Like very, very on fire.
Anything, seriously, just anything to get me out of here.
Troy's dead, you say? Whoa. Action barber.
Oh, Mr. Mott. Bye now.
Maybe he's one of those aliens that the way they reproduce is he literally just splits into two.
I wonder if that's part of their culture, is that they feel that they were combined from two different things, and they...
Yeah, they had like the great conjoining. What do you think all those lights do over there? Those
They blink.
I know they're computer panels because that like half what is it, computer race that was reprogramming the ship's computer way back.
Oh, the binars.
Yeah, they access those panels to get into the computer subsystems. It's just weird that would be on the bridge.
And Will Riker just referred to Mr. Mott as the best barber in Starfleet. Of course he is, because he serves on the Starship Enterprise.
And oddly enough, he's the only barber in Starfleet. Everyone else just walks into
who
like...
wants to be a barber in the 24th century, honestly. All right, so this episode introduces us to the Bajorans.
Ooh.
Who are also officially, or used to be referred to as the Bajora, a weird plural sound there.
Maybe they're like cacti.
Yeah, but so Ensign Ro, portrayed by Michelle Forbes, kind of the replacement for Wesley Crusher almost as the younger member of the crew. And also almost like a Tom Paris backstory where she messed up, got some people killed, and is in prison. So I just spoiled the whole thing, but episode's 30 years ago.
It's fine, but no, neat episodes like this. I like the introduction episodes a lot, mainly because it's kind of like an expansion on the idea, right? I mean, because in the original series, every episode was an introduction episode, but it seems like, especially when TNG rolled around, the hey, look, a new species episodes had to mean something. They had to know they were going to continue with it somehow. And I mean, they made the biggest commitment with that via the Borg.
Yeah.
Obviously. But it's always great. I always like when they throw in a couple new spices. They're like, hey.
Yeah. Well, we've met the Cardassians a year before. Seen them a couple times by now. So this episode, it introduces the Bajorans and the concept of the Cardassian occupation, and that there are Bajoran refugees in the galaxy, and that the Federation kind of just did nothing about this over the past 50 years.
Yeah, which unfortunately by Starfleet protocol, they did do their appropriate thing, but it just, humanitarian-wise, they should have jumped in.
Also Ensign Ro, portrayed by Michelle Forbes. And another bit of trivia is that originally they wanted Michelle Forbes, or Ensign Ro, the character, to be on Deep Space Nine as the Bajoran second officer, or first officer. Bless you. But Michelle Forbes, she was in movies like Swimming with Sharks and getting a big kind of Hollywood career, so she said no. And Kira was created instead. Who I think it's better. I think it worked out better that way. Kira is a much more interesting character, I think.
Yeah, no, I like her.
Oh.
You didn't get like...
Didn't you wear a mask?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Man, he has massive ears and a massive nose.
He looks like his nose has been broken once in his life.
Yeah. He does have
bump there.
He's It's got a little bit of like a sideways tweak going on. So sparkly.
Those admirals, they got they show the flash, all the bling.
Yeah. That's the overcoat that says, "Hey, I'm an admiral.
I'm in charge. Got my V-neck uniform."
Now, is that real marble on the desk, or do they like replicate that?
I'm sure it's plated. Yeah, it's probably just some shiny plating, like Formica countertop plating they got at Home Depot.
This is a Formica table. Guy, he just looks like a vampire. Like, look at his shape of his head.
He's just so menacing. Like, you're at Starfleet, like you're just having a friendly discussion about international or intergalactic diplomacy here. Just lighten up, Admiral. There he goes. He's smiling now.
He must have made Admiral after like 2 weeks because people are just scared of him. They're just like, keep ranking him up.
Wait, no. Quietly behind the scenes and legitimate means do not go together. Sorry.
I caught that rephrasing that you were talking about. He did just refer to them as Bajora.
Yeah.
Because the Bajorans refer to their planet as Bajor.
Yes.
So there's some retconning of what they call them, huh?
A little bit.
It's not too bad though.
What? Oh, her reputation precedes her. Because this is the flagship, and criminals do not serve on the flagship.
There's two others, both cooks.
Well, there's the one Wesley's classmate in the flight squadron.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but she's in trouble too.
Yeah.
So,
and she comes back later as a crew. She's on the episode with the features the ensigns, which was called Lower Decks. The appropriate use of the term Lower Decks.
Yes.
Not this animated crap coming up.
Stop this cartoon wannabe Teen Titans bullshit.
Yes.
Drop it.
Leave the blast shield alone.
The only room in Starfleet for comedy was Data and Geordi talking about how Data didn't understand people.
And
that's
Worf.
the only comedy.
Worf trying to be all serious in lighthearted situations.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sitting in the mud bath. You know, you're supposed to just sit here.
Yes. And Picard getting boners on Risa. That was funny, too. Wow, she even came in posed.
I know. She's already got attitude. Like, fuck this place. Oh, whatever.
Sup?
Uh-huh. Yoink. Oh.
No, that's a religious symbol.
I can dish it out too. All right.
I'm just kidding. You can put it back on. I'm Riker. Let's go.
Look, I get it. You're busting my balls. Let's get this over with.
10 minutes later, they're having sex in his quarters. He works that fast.
Actually, at first, this is the only female you see Riker doesn't want to have sex with. That makes it so believable that everyone hates her.
That's true. That's all you got to do. You're like, oh, Riker doesn't want to sleep with her? Oh, man, she must be messed up.
Yeah.
I already did, Captain. Oh.
Arms crossed already. Not now. It's pretty basic, actually.
Yeah, like Japanese.
The Chinese, especially.
Yeah, Korean, I believe, about
yeah.
like that too. Actually, I think there's a lot of Aboriginal cultures that have that too. Man, you know that people don't like you if like 10 minutes after you got on the ship, you're meeting with the captain for him to be like, don't fuck up.
Mm-hmm. She's got the best eye roll in Starfleet, though.
And the best Bajoran ridges. Hers go like really far out, and she's got like the punk ridges.
Yeah. Well, she's got the like it accentuates her eyebrows a little bit with the like the evil, like the mean stare.
Yeah.
Kind of eyebrows. Like she's a tough girl from the wrong side of the tracks. Permanent scowl on her face.
Do you think some Bajorans get like a surgery to like enhance their ridges, you know, for like beauty? It's like the Bajoran equivalent to a boob job.
Laren Tom's rhinoplasty is one of the biggest money-making businesses on Bajor after the occupation. Whoa, dismissed. All right, so we all understand each other. Great.
I don't know. I would kind of feel like I was in her situation, though, where, you know, I fucked up, but I'm trying to do right now, and everyone's still giving me shit when this is supposed to be the enlightened society of Starfleet, you know, where like, yes, you fucked up, but you're trying, so they would give you the benefit of the doubt. I feel like this is a little weird for Starfleet.
You know, Picard has a great speech in the episode that introduces us to Mr. Barclay, where Geordi and Riker just want to get rid of him because they don't like him. He doesn't fit in. He's late for work all the time. And Picard's like, hey, he's a Starfleet officer. He's your crew member. He took the same oath to explore the galaxy that we did. And you're going to make him a part of your team, whether you like it or not. And because of that, Barclay grows and becomes a part of the team.
Yeah.
But I guess if you get someone killed, that's the mistake you can't come back from. Especially if it's one of Riker's academy buddies, because that really makes him mad. He really didn't like Tam Elbrin for that back in Tin Man. So she's reluctantly giving them advice on who to contact here to get some answers about these terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
And so am I. Oh, what a downer.
You know, that's also the name of her book of poetry she wrote.
I expected the camera to zoom in and go, wah, wah.
He runs a tile place called Floors Floors.
No, Flora's Florists. Flower shop.
The prices aren't great, but the selection better than anyone else.
The customer service is worth it.
Yeah.
And those bloody cardies ruined it all.
Jeez. Say, pay attention to your pockets.
And here's where her uniform does a magic trick and has a sudden zipper on the front. Huh.
Well, hey there.
Welcome to Galilee. Well, it was an easy lesson to learn. However, smugly delivered.
Do you like my shawl? My wife made it for me. She can make you one. It's only $12 on Etsy. So these are rebels with causes. Oh my God, that guy in the background.
Yeah. Is he warming his hands on something? I don't know. I think he's got a pretty cool kind of Bajoran kilt going on here too.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind his costume. The tunic is a little busy, but otherwise pretty good.
Well, it was an internal matter. You know, we were busy with our own war with the Cardassians.
Yeah,
whatever.
new season of our show came out. You know, it's just we had stuff we were doing.
Have you heard of the Borg? We really had to pay attention to them for a good long while there.
Yeah, if you rank conflicts from 0 to 10, the Borg were like a 10 and you guys were like a 4.
Yeah. Well,
You gotta
again,
give you gotta give to Brent Spiner, like staying 100% in Data character as they're strolling through here.
Yep.
Worf, I think, is way more curious than he would be.
Worf is busy looking for snipers because he's always, that's what he's on. It's his game. Hey, I didn't bring you here to insult me.
I know the look on his face is like,
Like,
damn,
whoa.
she put me in my place.
Oh, I forgot about that Rolera and her silver tongue there. Jeez, sure knows how to. So charismatic.
Ugh, why do they always shoot? Poor Patrick Stewart. They always shoot with the sun in his eyes for some reason. Whenever he's outside, they're like, shoot the sun straight toward his head. Done. We'll have it done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I bet you the Enterprise could probably build some more permanent structures, beam them down or replicate them.
Yeah. Those Lego brick houses they're building.
Except for
right
that
now.
fabric tent back there.
I saw recently, it's pretty badass. These people made this massive 3D printer that literally 3D prints houses out of concrete.
Oh, wow.
It takes 48 hours to make a 1,000 square foot home.
Not bad.
That's pretty cool, considering you just set the thing up on rails and it just does a row of them. It just keeps going.
Concrete, that'll last.
Yeah, it's printed concrete, so it's it's not as strong, but goddamn, it's real walls in 48 hours. Yeah, she really does. Just curl them arms up
Yeah.
every 2 seconds.
Well, now she's cold. Her arms are cold. She took her jacket off. We went to some random canyon somewhere in Southern California and set this up.
You know what's funny is I don't think the pipes were props. I think that is probably like a water
Found.
Yeah, it's like an irrigation thing. It might have been. They're like, yeah, put some buildings under them. Boom, we're good to go.
Nice.
Ah, there's that bitch. Let's get a drink later.
Okay. Be nice. We'll try. We're going to try. Oh, cold. Okay, then. Bye.
Wouldn't Troy have been able to feel that coming?
Yes, she would have been like, oh, no, don't.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
She would have looked over at the table, looked at Crusher, and just shook her head and been like, nope, it's not the right time.
And obviously, now Guinan's going to Guinan. She's going to go solve this puzzle that is Ro Laren. Love Guinan. Finish your grape juice, Jordy.
What's up, Guinan? Might be, immortal. We don't know. Anyway.
You in danger, girl. Aha. You want to be depressed in public so you have an audience. You're selfish and conceited.
You the
Nice
type
to meet you.
You're that lonely person on their phone at Starbucks, aren't you? You go there so people can see you alone.
Yes.
That's a little weird, Guinan.
That's something Garrick would say on Deep Space Nine.
They also say that if you look really close, you can see the edge of your fake ridges. Growing up, I had glasses just like that.
Mm-hmm.
The whole set. They were yellow, though.
I think the prop people did a lot of shopping for dinnerware at Cost Plus.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of shaded glasses, a lot of weird shaped glasses, and good sourcing.
Do you think that the Federation ever did research into the glassware or stoneware that these drinks were served in from the replicator? Because maybe there's a drink that's like has like importance, religious significance, and it's in the wrong container. And all of a sudden you have like a Klingon or someone chucking drinks across the room and murdering people because they're insulted.
Nice.
That had to be someone's job, right? Someone's job was to just check if the vessel was okay to put that drink in. So relay it here.
I'll take it in my quarters. That's usually what you say. Well, she's a mole.
A mirror.
And she has to do what the Admiral says, otherwise it's back to jail.
Yep. Oh.
The jacket.
Leisure coat.
Introduced in the 5th season, the captain's jacket. Nice little affectation. The hell?
Everyone's like, woo, all right.
You can't just beam yourself off the ship anytime you want.
Yeah, especially if you're a Starfleet officer who's under watch for having a bad past.
Is there ever a time of day on the Enterprise where there's not a chief in the transporter room where you just it's empty and you just walk in,
Shift change.
beam yourself out?
Hey, that's where those time creatures were.
And that's where the poisoned water was.
Oh my god. The first set designer to build this is probably like, we're only building it once. Light it and shoot it from different angles.
Just paint it as many times as you want.
It did seem, when this was filled with poison water, that there were a few coats of
Yeah.
paint on those rocks. They had smoothed out quite a bit.
There was some luminescence to it, yeah. Some weird quartz things in there, too. That's definitely rock.
Still rock.
Mm-hmm.
More rock.
Yeah, send the woman by herself. Oh, she's with Data. Also, shouldn't you be able to feel people's presence because you're an empath?
Yeah.
Come on, Troy.
There's a lot of times they send Troy when they shouldn't have because she's not using her abilities appropriately.
One of the greatest things they omitted was she in the first episode when she meets Riker again for the first time after so many years, they speak telepathically to each other, and they never do that again in the show.
Yeah.
She only does it with her mom.
Maybe it's because she had to stop talking to Riker telepathically because she would just always get disgusted.
Oh, well, she'd pick up random other memories that she wouldn't want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, so they fall into this trap pretty easily here. Oh, Smoker?
Saul Guerrera?
Ooh.
Oh, he's got
Two-Face.
he's got the Vidian phage, doesn't he?
Uh-oh. Well, she has that uncanny ability to make every situation worse, doesn't she?
I've been trying. I do like how they put an actual kind of speaker and sensor in that thing, so it actually is responding to his voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of thought put into that prop. They didn't have to do that, and they did, and I like it. It's good. It's good. Good job, TNG.
Yeah, because it lights up as his voice gets louder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially about the time this came out. You can actually even go to Radio Shack and you can get a what do they call that? Basically, a volume meter chip that you like throw in the custom stereos, things like that. You could buy them and rig them to whatever LEDs you wanted. So that's probably what they did. Good job with the prop maker. She always just goes straight into anger pose. I wonder if like the motivation for her character when she got on set, she asked the director, like, well, what's my motivation for this character? And he's like, you're 14 again, and your dad keeps telling you what to do. Got it.
Oh boy, here comes the dressing down.
But Captain, my friends.
But I can't brood in public and 10 forward.
I was supposed to go to Cynthia's party.
Did you sign her birthday card?
You think that eventually they wouldn't call it a turbo lift because that's the speed it goes at normally, so it's no
just a
longer
lift.
turbo. You just call it a lift, yeah.
It's all relative.
Yeah. I didn't say come in.
Exactly.
Guinan, space mom.
Because Guinan listens.
And she also is a semi-telepathic immortal being, so just trust what she says.
And a quarter of her is still lodged in the Nexus.
Yeah.
So.
Making eggs with Shatner. Because literally everyone is pulling your strings and you have no control. That's why it feels like that. That's an accurate sensation.
In the lower ranks of a military organization, that's kind of what happens.
And you fucked up. So, you have it's like a double effect for you. Nice painting though.
Yeah, and that was always one of the weird questions I had about Star Trek set design is in Picard's quarters, behind his desk, he's got this big like armoire setup with a painting of a starbase around a random planet in the middle. Like, shouldn't there be like an actual work of art in there or something abstract or something original?
It might be something meaningful to him though. Maybe that's where him and Crusher first hooked up or something.
First starbase he served on or something.
Yeah, like or just fond memories. Maybe that's where he got stabbed by a Nausicaan. But I always, because this obviously isn't her permanent quarters. So
yeah, she's in guest quarters.
Yeah, so they have like hotel-esque decorations in the guest quarters.
Oh, what is this now?
It was her idea.
Well, this is where Guinan's, and this is, again, the complexity of this show. Guinan and Jean-Luc have a friendship which goes beyond just serving on a starship.
Yeah,
Things have happened to them in their past.
He's willing to listen to her advice.
Which is why, I know Whoopi is so famous now. She's on The View every day. If they could bring her on to Picard, it might cheer that show up a little bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
As Guinan.
Some
old Guinan. Oh
old
my God.
Guinan just like being like, hey, still listen to me.
Yeah. Like, hey, I get that you're an android now. Oh, spoiler. Oh, big spoiler. Sorry.
It's all good. Not gonna lie, I wasn't impressed with what I watched with you. It was.
You can read about it. And get the same gist of what happens on the show without having to watch the rest of it. Well, the Admiral's playing you, sir.
It's his surprise party. It's due next week. I haven't made any headway.
One of those Admiral dirty tricks.
Yeah, for Starfleet being so enlightened and proper, there is a lot of admirals up to their own hijinks.
And it's always an admiral. There's never a rogue commander trying to be a captain or something. It's always admirals. They sit behind a desk. They got time on their hands to start dreaming up schemes.
I think that's exactly what it is. There's no more of flying on the rocket ship, so they get bored.
Yeah.
It's like every admiral hits that eventually. He's sitting there one day, he's like, you know what? I've never set up a coup. I think I'm gonna set up a coup.
Or I'm going to go retrieve that cloaking device I was working on
Yeah.
out in this asteroid field.
Oh, man. Remember, like, it was like 12 years ago. We were on that ship and we found that whole race of creatures that could take any form and listen to everything we said. Let's just see what they're up to.
I guess that's the one unique thing about Voyager is they didn't have any plots where some Starfleet admiral went off the deep end and sent the Voyager on some fake mission.
That's kind of nice, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. This isn't going a yard direction, is it?
A little bit.
Oh, this is harsh. This is hard to watch.
Yeah, this is like there are 4 lights territory here.
There are 4 lights.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Picard will get a dose of this in his own experience next year.
Oh yeah,
That's unfortunate.
he does. That's right.
One of the best episodes.
He does get Cardassian tortured, doesn't he?
Yeah. By David Warner, who has also appeared as Chancellor Gorkon and Ambassador St. John Talbot.
Very nice.
That's what I do. I connect the dots.
Hey, I love your knowledge of basically anything movie or TV related that we talk about. I wish I could remember all these things.
I'm the Cliff Clavin of knowledge. Sometimes I get things so wrong.
That's fine.
Oh,
I couldn't remember Whoopi Goldberg for a minute.
You couldn't remember the star of Theodore Rex?
Do you remember Whoopi Goldberg's performance in Loaded Weapon?
Yes.
When Tim Curry kept shooting her over and over
Yes.
again? That was actually pretty great.
God. That strange bartender.
What if we gave him $5?
Also, does he need blankets? Because we're good at giving blankets to people.
No, you gave everyone a blanket. Shit. No more bargaining chip. I'm kind of with your idea. I say, like, replicate them a bunch of really nice huts.
Yeah.
You know? Give them some shelter. Let them know it's like, hey, man, we care. Please don't attack each other.
Portable fusion reactors, unlimited power.
Just a small one. I mean, they only got a little village.
Yeah.
You're looking at a fusion reactor about the size of a softball.
You're not running guns, and you're not upsetting any balance of power by giving them fusion reactors, air conditioners, and some cooktops, maybe, some stovetops.
Well,
Cook their food.
they're members of the Federation at this point, right?
No, the Bajorans. They don't join the Federation until like the last episode of Deep Space Nine, after the war. The Federation, they're like a protectorate, kind of like how we. What's a real world example of like West Berlin back in the day?
Okay.
West Berlin was never a part of West Germany. It was always a protectorate administered by the Allies.
Oh, because us allies, we're always up to something noble.
That's why we're the Allies, not the Axis.
Jeez.
We called it ourselves. No backsies. Oh, there's that ship again.
Yeah, there it is. There's the space Dorito.
The space K car. You just move the accessories around, change the paint, brand new ship. Oh, this is going to be a long trip.
How do they know that their half impulse is the same as that ship's half impulse?
Intergalactic standards. Of impulse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying, like a ship that big, you'd think its impulse would push a little harder than that little thing.
Well, that ship is as big as the Enterprise's impulse engine.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost like they could pull it faster if they just put it in the tractor beam.
Yeah.
Pull it full impulse.
Fit it in a cargo bay or something?
Yeah, it's not that big.
That's pretty close, actually, in terms of interstellar distance.
Yeah, that's you sneeze and you're going to end up in somewhere else because you shot past it.
Yeah.
Space Dorito.
We call the ship the Wedge class.
You can get accessories such as nodules and bulges.
A few flanges, too.
There's just two of them on the deck waving. Okay, so when I was a little kid, my brother had Star Trek micro machines, little the little ships. And he had the Cardassian ships. He had like 4 of them, and I always flew them backwards because I didn't know. I always had the little tip pointing forward, and I would fly it around, And then I remember as a little kid, I finally saw an episode where I saw him going forward, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It felt so bad. Oh.
Did you get hit in the face recently? Are you okay there? Gull? Gull Dalek?
Goldilocks. What did you call me?
Goldilocks, yes. Gull Fond du Lac?
He was a good guy to choose for that, though. He has like an imposing face in that makeup.
Well, he's got these eyes that just stare right through you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at that.
Blow it up. I love when the enemies do that, when they're getting air.
Yep.
Also, can we borrow a cup of sugar?
Diplomacy.
Or we'll send you a formal letter. The Cardassians are kind of like the Galactic HOA. They just like show up and tell you what you're doing wrong.
Sorry, the color you've painted your starbase is not fit with the scheme of this neighborhood.
Your nacelles are 2 feet too long. Is that the Imperial class desk computer?
It only has the one button, too. Well, of course, you don't need buttons on the computers, really. You just tell it what to do.
Well, yeah, because in the early 20th century, the Uno phone like really took off. So, just kind of, they came up with the Uno computer.
The Uno phone?
Yeah.
What's that?
Or no, the what was it?
You mean the Cinco phone?
Cinco
That
phone.
Okay. Only one button. Beep, 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 beep.
My favorite Tim and Eric sketch of all time.
Gel really soothes. Oh, it soothes.
I love when Patrick Stewart like leans in when he's like intimidating people. He has that like motion. He's like, "Let me show you how you're a dick."
And he's also got that smirk on his face. Like, I just figured out your whole nefarious plan. You're a patsy, Admiral. That's what I'm saying.
Also, you might be a higher vampire. Not sure. Whatever, Owen Wilson. Talk to you later. Was there a medical officer on the
Well, she's
bridge?
it's all science. It's science too. She's
Oh, that's true.
probably taking the astrometrics report to engineering.
She has that like random assignment where all she has to do is check voltage outputs on like all the stations to make sure they're within tolerance.
I don't waste any time.
Pew 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 pew.
Each one fires a shot so they can both claim the kill.
Well, it's
together.
commission, so
It's like in the NFL, they divide sacks by the play. You sack the quarterback, 2 guys, they each get half a sack on their stats. No, I intend to make a fool of this admiral with an audience, please, Data.
yeah.
Fake out.
Although there was one cat aboard, it got out. We couldn't find it. We left it.
It was feral.
Yeah.
Right.
6. Well, I mean, if you look at his Facebook timeline, he couldn't have been there.
That should have been pretty obvious from the start, actually.
Yeah, well,
Like,
when you're
pretty
assigning
easily provable.
when you're assigning hate, you don't always think about what makes sense, I guess.
And this guy thought, I'm gonna get a promotion for helping the Federation. Oh, sick
Ooh,
burn.
You just called an admiral naive, man. You can get demoted for that
On the view screen.
in front of everybody.
Cold as a coma.
Oh man,
Picard.
Picard's got some cojones, dude. That he is not scared of anybody. Oh, there's a shady guy again. He's just still there.
He's- Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. Shut up, Jerry.
Who split my tube?
Oh, hey, Keeve. Mr. Keeve. How you doing back there? Remember you? You don't get any more scenes. Sorry.
A little bit. 20%.
Your widow's peak is not regulation, but we can deal with that.
I can force the change. I've done it before. That is
Garlic.
That's an actual horse trough that they're doing laundry in.
Yep. I think they got it from the same place where they found all the hay they just spread around for no reason.
Maybe this is like the back lot behind like a zoo or something.
Or a big cat sanctuary. I just carry this around just so I can put it on to make a statement.
No, that wasn't the condition. I was just putting that back on because I'm with my people. I need to have this on right now. The condition actually is that no one can ever look me in the eye.
We're friends now. All right, let's leave this shithole and get back to our comfortable starship. All right, Ensign Ro, everybody. Yay.
Yeah. Great episode. We learned about, prejudice and lies and secret plots and facial ridges.
Yeah. Anything to do with the Bajorans, as you'll find out if you watch Deep Space Nine, there's always something complex going on.
Yeah.
It's never what it seems.
It's always beautiful. And hey, for something else beautiful, feel free to check us out on YouTube at Ship on Fire Entertainment, or hit us up on Facebook. Same thing, Ship on Fire.